guess what? I roughly cut the wheel wells, so now I'm going to try to put them in and see how they're going to fit. Finger crossed that everything is right size. Alright, like a glove. And the second one, like a second glove. Without these two holes, looks more like a home. It's pretty cool. And this is how wheel wells looks from outside. I cut the bottom flop and a little bit like up front, so right now it's kind of at the same level with the metal frame, and the back is at the same level with the bottom of the wall. So looks pretty cool. I also cleaned it, so it's nice and clean. Let's go on this side. This is the left side. Yeah, I also sanded pretty much entire camper shell today. Without the respirators, it's so smelly. Oh, you probably can get high. But the good news is that I put the epoxy layer at the wheel wells, and I also put the second layer at the walls. Everything looks good. Everything is awesome. I'm excited. Check it out. So yeah, wheel wells are glued. New layer over there, new layer over here, two more layers over there. So I will let it dry a day, maybe two, because I'm not planning to be here tomorrow, and then I'll show you guys the strength of the fiber. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited. Actually, being without the respirator for less than a minute, you kind of getting like a lightheaded, so wear your personal protection. That's me again, and today I'm going to start patching all these holes that you can see behind me. Yesterday, let me switch. Yesterday, with the help of my friends, I was able to put all these plugs in place. So basically what I did, I used the piece of plywood to line up with the shell outside, and I used another piece of plywood to kind of screw these two pieces together. So in most cases, it will give me like a flush connection between the shell and between the plug. In some cases where the shell surface is curved, you can see this little gap right here. So I'm going to put like probably another piece to try to do like a push like this to make as flush as possible, and then I'm going to put the fiberglass from inside where I can, and as soon as that fiberglass will cure, I'll remove all wooden pieces and I'll put the Bondo in the seams, sand it, put some fiberglass. So a lot of work, but at the end it should be nice and smooth. I'm inside of the shell where I just finished putting the fiber resin. I have literally like 2 minutes before I get lightheaded to say what I did today. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. So I patched every single hole, every single opening. So as you can see from inside right now, this is how I secured the panels. And I put the little fiberglass patches little fiberglass patches where I could. So like down here, all these like tail lights, all accessories, little circles, and I also covered 2 side windows, and I'm planning to install new exit windows over here, so you'll be able to open like this and get the fresh air that I extremely needed right now inside of the camper. So it was a short day for me today, but I did the major steps. So tomorrow, after everything will dry, I'll start like putting Bondo in the seams and start sanding and shaping everything from outside. It's a little cold today, but I'm back to the camper and all my plugs are dried. Right now I'm working on installing the wheel well covers. Super tricky part because the camper at the wheel well, it's a little bowed, like such a cool shape, and my wheel well plug is super flat, so but it's kind of flexible. I just need to put some attachments, adjustments. So I'm planning to glue one part of the wheel well plug, let it dry, and then just like press the other part so it will create the little bow. I don't know how it's going to work, but it will. Two wheel wells, I glued them to the camper, and they actually looks pretty decent. So now I'm going to remove all these wooden holders, and I would need to tie this part to the frame and glue it also, because as I explained last time, the camper itself a little bowed like this. It's like a shape as a bubble, shaped as a bubble. So I wasn't able to create a bubble from that panel that I made from the first time. So it's probably hard to understand, but trust me. So yeah, this is the passenger side, and same thing here. I would need to like tied it right here, tied it and glued it. But I'm happy how it looks like. It's kind of follow the shape of the camper. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and that piece that I made, it goes right here. It goes right here, like this. Pretty cool. I've been pushing that moment for a while, but now it's time to do that. So I need to start working on that part. So I need to clean up and prepare the panels to cover this big hole between the truck cab and the camper shell. So okay, first thing first, we gotta undo as many bolts as we could. My battery died while I was cutting the right piece of plywood, but see what's happened. So basically, The engineers infused mold separately, and then they cut all these openings, obviously, and they put the pieces of plywood to attach to the truck. So basically that piece of plywood wasn't glued to actual fiber shell. It was only like connected with a little bit of cloth right there. You can see on the left side, I prepared to demo it, but I'm going to do with the camera. So basically I prepared everything, so right now we can just like pretty much open it, and I'll use a Sawzall to cut this fiber cloth. Okay, and now the demolition part is done, so let's go inside and take a look. So, as you can see behind me, the sleeper part is pretty clean. Let me switch it up. So yeah, I removed the plywood from right here and from the right part, and I also removed the plywood from the sleeper. So the brand new panel will go on top, and brand new panel will go over here. So it's pretty amazing because like all this rigid line, it's holds this sleeping compartment. So basically plywood wasn't glued to the shell. It was just like a laying on top on left and right rigid lines. I'm still blown away. So of Japanese engineers who design all this stuff. Another demo part, what I did, so I cut this inside part of the roof right here, and I'm going to make same size of panel out of honeycomb and like glue it back here. I also got an email, a message from China today that my windows are ready and they're going to ship them today. So I'm so excited. Hopefully, finger crossed, I'll get them before the end of the year.